Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included here in the Ultimate Base 4.0. In today's episode, I would like to make some progress with the oil. As we also make progress with the next planetoid here, I kind of would like to dig certain things up, just because I cannot let it be. May is gonna spend her time here a little bit. I think the radiation here is okay. It's slightly higher than normal, but she's got some rat pills and everything. And in the meantime, I would like to finish the rat bolt chamber. What do we need for this to work? First of all, we need to make the whole logistics here. And I think that is gonna involve a couple of auto sweepers in order to reach all of these. Yeah. Now, I cannot quite reach the planter box here on the right side. This is why I didn't have them originally. Yeah, let's get rid of these two. And then, of course, we also need to set up some conveyor loaders. Let me actually check out on the main planetoid how I did this. Just conveyor receptacles, of course. You know, maybe we can get away just placing two of them. Maybe one here and another one there. And then we should all be able to reach at least one. Ooh, actually, this one doesn't probably work. I think they have to be able to reach the bottom part. Yeah, never mind. I mean, we do have the materials, and then I guess all we need is another conveyor loader that we could set up here. Copper, yeah, that's a good material, and we bring this inside. This will have to be cooled down, so we need to send over a little bit more supercoolant, but also make sure eventually we cool this down. So let me just get this conductive panel already in the joint, like so, and then we're going to be doing a little detour before continuing with the loop. We also have a little bit of automation involved. I already explained how that is working. I think we can leave the upper part be because we basically always want to shoot and we don't need to protect ourselves from the meteorites. So we're going to get started with these AND and NOT gate combinations, and once I've done that, we're going to relay the signal down to the actual infrastructure. So let me just go ahead and rinse and repeat that. I'll be right back. Okay, I will just be digging my way down here. May should be able to do this rather quickly as we complete this construction, this automation monstrosity. Well, it's not really a monstrosity. It's actually pretty neat for what it is. But yeah, I definitely want to get this finished. Now I wonder, look at this. This is actually a little bit of an issue because we don't really dig those up. But we still have plenty of materials coming in actually from the very bottom where I installed a auto sweeper inside of the oil. But yeah, I guess it's also time to take this apart though. Here I'm keeping the bleach stone. We need to make sure that we have an adequate replacement and then just get rid of the rest here. Also the piping, I guess, yeah, I've already replaced that. Though I wanted to use the oil initially, and now that the piping is technically done, this guy is dormant, active in 13 cycles, and there is some oxygen inside. The question is, do we really need to empty it or not? Maybe I want to, first of all, you know, grab the materials. That would be great. And then I think it's time to connect the oil. Let me see. How did I intend to have this done? So this is oil. No, this would be the incoming water. Holy cow, don't connect that. So this is water incoming. Okay, and this is the cooling loop. So we first want to go through here, kind of. Do something like that. Come on. And then this will be flowing through and it will be going up into the storage. Good. So now we will be able to get rid of this pipe here as well. Now, all we got to make sure is that we definitely only pick up the oil. Right now, I'm picking up everything and it could go through here. But if we pick up some water, actually, what do we have here? Let's check the liquids. We have water, polluted water, crude oil, and even petroleum. Yeah, it's too many liquids. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and dump this in space, basically. So if we add a little sequence here, it doesn't even have to be much, just a little compartment that is gonna get rid of our stuff. So we're making a little detour through here where we're gonna check the water liquid pipe element sensor and then dump that stuff. If it is not oil, then we want to dump it. So we're gonna need the NOT gate. And then once we check that, it can continue flowing inside of the oil storage and therefore also continue into the interplanetary launcher. So with that out of the way, I would say we can go ahead and connect this pipe until this is built. Ooh, actually, maybe until it is built, I'm just gonna cut it out and then we can set the filter up. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna prioritize the liquid pipe element sensor so that we can build it right away and I can do the setting and not forget about it. This way, technically, we will be able to connect it even before And maybe just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna prioritize the vent and the pipes here as well. Element sensor, you're checking for crude oil, and this is what you're allowing through. Good, now I would say we can just keep on building and wrapping this up. Let's check out the other planetoid. May is probably vomiting all over the place right now. Yeah, she's really not doing exceptionally well, but you won't have to suffer for much longer. All I want to see is 1 or 2 layers on the top, and then we should be safe. Oh jeez, I did not even realize May is at 100% stress. What is she doing when stressed? Okay, just vomiting, I guess. Yeah, she's just a vomiter. Okay, I can totally live with that, because with each vomit, we get rid of 20 rats, right? This is so great. This is actually the perfect stress reaction, May. Okay, except right now, she's not doing anything else other than stress vomiting. Oh, this is crazy. She just got rid of all her rats. Look at that. She's now doing absolutely fine again. I have to make a little exhaust for my colonizer rocket here. And May, okay, well, you deserved it, kind of. But I'm only gonna allow you to sleep until 20% stamina, and that will have to do. Wonderful. My oil is now being stockpiled, and I think this should still be enough to last for quite a bit. And now we just need to stock this up, and I guess, yeah, let's just wait for this to happen. I also still need to build everything inside the rat bolt chamber. I'm a little bit impatient. May once again is stress vomiting. Man, she's not really okay. Okay, I'm almost done here with the top portion. Once I'm done here, it is rather easy, since we can just go down mostly without the ladders if we dig 4 tiles at a time. Did we make some progress here? Yes, also a little bit. Okay, looks like I forgot about the power. We still have to power all of these up, except for, well, we don't need to power up the doors really. Okay, I think we're now ready to launch this baby. All I have to do is fill this up with, what was it? Agriculture phosphorite, I believe. And this should be manually filled up by my duplicant. There it already is incoming. Of course, this is now gonna heat up. This is actually built here, so maybe let's go ahead and build those 2 bridges that would be necessary to complete this. And I'm already gonna halt the cooling loop and speed this up a little bit. But now my Weezwards are going for it, and I just noticed I don't have anything in here in terms of gases. Oh yeah, that could be a problem, but we can easily just fill it up with some oxygen. That should be okay. So I'm gonna be bringing this over and filling it up. Yeah, we need to focus on that as well. Just build that. I have some other building commands in other places of the world, so this needs to be done immediately. Otherwise, my rat bolt generators are just going to unnecessarily heat up, and we lose all of the chill of the Weezwards. So Lyra, go for it. You can do this quick, please. Thank you. There it is, my gas vent, and this should flow. Wonderful. Okay, it was about time. We already heated this up to 100 degrees, but now they are cooling down, and they're also being quite efficient here. This one at 233 rats a cycle. Now, let me see. Do we already have oil in here? Contents, none. Okay, yeah, I totally forgot to complete the pipe. This should, of course, happen. The pipe should go in here, and this is just pure oil. But now we're filling up the rat bolt chambers like we do it on the first planetoid, the main base, and this should be fairly easy to maintain, I think. This honestly is probably gonna run for quite a while, contrary to the main planetoid where we only occasionally use it in bursts. On the third planetoid, it will probably be active most of the time, since we should have a constant delivery of oil. There it is, the pipe just done in the nick of time before bedtime. And yeah, this is actually quite a historical moment, because we're now starting to deliver the oil like we wanted to. And it's already going to shoot towards the second planetoid, where of course we are processing it inside of the petroleum boiler that we built here. Should not take long for that delivery. Yeah, just a couple of seconds to go, but we've already seen that. Let's check out the third planetoid. Can we kind of keep up here with the rat bolts? I mean, ideally we never quite fill this up. Like, the flow of oil should never stop, but I don't think this is gonna be quite realistic, though right now we're actually not doing too badly. Maybe we're gonna exchange these tiles here with something that allows the radiation to go through a little bit better. Like the solar panels, they don't block anything at all, but these guys here, they do. So we could exchange those with window tiles maybe, and get even more radiation in the joint. Though it's not gonna be that much more. It's like just 20 more rats per cycle that we could get. Right now we are full. This is the moment that I would like to avoid, and we're not yet full with the rat bolts here. Ooh, okay. Yeah, maybe we should have built it slightly larger. Though I guess right now we really have a lot of oil that we need to send over. It's still much faster than what we had before, that is for sure. I mean, we could think about adding even more rat-bolt generators, but I'm not sure my power system will be able to keep up. Right now we are kind of living off the natural gas that we still have going on here. Is this even connected? Yeah, I think so. I was worried there for a brief moment. Let's check back on Radato. Right here we are almost done. Ooh, actually I totally forgot to give off the right commands here. Yeah, of course, Lyra just needs to keep going, digging up the terrain. I want to get to at least this contraption here, the Gravitas Monument. Would be great to accomplish that today. I mean, once May gets going, did I just call her Lyra? Yeah, I meant May, but once she gets going, you really can't fault her. In the meantime, checking the beehives, we already have 180 kilograms in here. Hold the phone. Right here we have still just 24, 18 kilograms, 36, 80 kilograms, and what do we have here? Come on, 36. Okay, so they did produce less than I anticipated. I guess we're just gonna give them a couple of hundred cycles time. You know, if these wheat wards actually run the entire time, it could be that we're getting too cold. I'm not even sure. But at some point it could be really cold in here. Though does that even matter? Maybe not. All I know is that we're not quite at the speed I would like to be, and the only way to fix that would be to add more rat-bolt generators, but I don't really want to do that unless we have a fixed power system. So I guess I'm gonna keep building the solar panels and the infrastructure here to pick up the snow and everything, and then we'll just take it from there. Now, during the night, this could actually be an issue. No. Wait, we're still gaining power, of course, because we have the natural gas generators, but they are going to break. Yeah, this is not going to last for much longer. Is there a way for me to cool this down? What do we have here? 60 degrees temperature. Okay, we could just dump a little bit of water here, honestly. And I think that is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go ahead, dump a little bit of water, cool this down temporarily. You know, it's really satisfying to see this progress, that we are now actually shipping the oil to the second planetoid, and you can also already see that we are producing the petroleum. Now I might want to accelerate this a little bit. Oil is incoming at 60 degrees and the petroleum right now doesn't seem to want to cool down. I guess I should not have built this out of metal tiles because now they are actually relaying the temperature. Yeah, this could be an issue. So maybe right now I just want to open this up, allow the petroleum to go through, maybe make sure we build this drywall tile and then just ship it over to the next planetoid. Get this a little bit under control now that we actually have oil deliveries. Yeah, this was actually stupid to build it with metal tiles, unless it was my intention to always keep it just at one layer. But then I started to fill this up and that's what you get from it. Now, of course, we have all of these batteries overheating and the resulting petroleum here is really hot. Not really what I wanted to see going to my main planetoid, but we can still deal with it considering it's just rocket fuel and generator fuel. Okay, it's now time to dump the water here on the natural gas generators. Maybe I should have built a tile here. Yeah, there we go. This actually helps a little bit to get it beneath the 70 degrees. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the gas reservoirs so we can utilize them again. Yeah, okay. It's not really looking good here with my plan. I guess I would have to build it out of different materials and then also integrate it with the cooling loop. But we could arrange that considering we're probably gonna make use of the natural gas generator at some point or the other. And yeah, I gotta say, I'm actually happy. The oil flow isn't even that dramatically bad. We do have regular deliveries, and now that we have this going on, we're also slowly getting this below the 100 degrees mark where I want to have it. Alrighty, the steam vent now activated. I set this hydro center to above 500 kilograms and I'm now closing off the wall. So everything should be out here. Well, maybe there's a little bit of polluted oxygen, but it might be pushed out if we're lucky. Even if not, it doesn't matter that much. It's just for OCD reasons. Oh, come on. Oh, that would be amazing. Please. It's so tense. It's so freaking tense. No, don't run away. But I think we stand a good chance now. Instead of one packet, we now have many. Okay, well, I don't really mind. The steam vent is still gonna work because we run the oil through it, and this is what we are gonna do for a while. Now, I reactivated the oil well here. I still need to hook it up to the power, and then it should be going for it. So we are producing again. The only issue is gonna be that they are gonna overheat. For now, I managed to cool down my gas reservoirs with water, but I think we're just not gonna stand the test of time here. So I've been thinking about moving my production here. We might even be able to set up a, let me see, power station. Yeah, because if we manage to pull that off, we're actually going to be in good condition. So we just have 3 of these guys and kind of make this as a continuation of the room. We can then drag the power down below, and we would be opening this up and make it accessible. Not enough materials, no problem. I can send over some more, but we're gonna fill this up and then we would be able to close this as well. But I guess for now, I want to keep it accessible so I can actually reach it. So it looks like we want to send some more plastic here towards the 3rd planetoid. I'm going to be doing that, manufacture goods, and we just need to send over a little bit. So I don't even know. We probably have lots of plastic by now, 26 tons. That's actually not too shabby, but I guess after 2 or 3 deliveries, we have enough. So we're going to shut this down again. Cannot have my entire plastic delivered over there. Right here on Redito, I'm also making progress. Finally, the chlorine is submerged here, the bleach stone, but there's still lots and lots of terrain to go. In the meantime, my bees seem to be a little bit more active. Ooh, I started to dig up some of the abyssalite that probably was hot, which I do regret now in certain ways I cannot really describe. Yeah, I built this out of aluminium. Of course, this cannot take any heat whatsoever. But you know, maybe instead of repairing stuff, you would be focusing on building that insulating layer. That would be amazing. Yeah, I think if we can sort this out and not actually touch any of the hot tiles with the water itself, we should be good. But I never really get the abyssalite. It's just weird and it never works in your favor. Okay, we're now making really good progress here with the petroleum. Let me just check this out. Yeah, look at that. All this petroleum that we can use for regular rocket flights. We're still also producing the algae, and right now I also started to pick it up. You actually warned me to send it through the steam room because otherwise it would have solidified on the rail. But yeah, I think with Radato we're almost done here with the next layer. On Blizona, I'm still fixing stuff here at the bottom, and on a I never said that. Neutralista sounds delicious. By the way, we also still have to do something with the oil wells. At some point they're probably gonna overheat, though actually they might contain their heat at around 150 degrees. So this might be worth exploring. Maybe we don't even have to do anything about that, and we're just gonna bring the pipes down, hook this up as per usual, and then do the same thing with the power. I mean, if we get lucky, they don't go beyond the 150 degrees, which I think is the temperature they release the natural gas at. So the only question is, do we want to contain the natural gas? Is it really going to be worth it? Maybe we can just use this natural gas guys here in order to take care of our needs. Plenty to build here, also plenty to do still on the 2nd planetoid, but it's not quite as dramatic now. Okay, a couple of cycles have passed and I now have an incredible amount of petroleum, contrary to what it was before. I even had to move the pitcher pump up because it was submerged and of course suffering a little bit. On Radato I made good progress. I'm gonna be removing everything except for the cold biome here where we have the beta hives, and then I guess I will also want to have access to the materials. Now I'm running out of gas here. I only have half left of what I came with. On the 3rd planetoid I got the natural gas geysers to work together with a smart battery instead of the station because otherwise I just couldn't control them. I also installed a couple of gas reservoirs and they are simply connected in a way so that I directly feed the gas into the generators, but there is also a buffer storage with 9 of the gas reservoirs. On the 2nd planetoid I've done the layer here. We could probably set up a geothermal plant, maybe activate the minor volcano, but other than that we're almost done here on the 2nd planetoid really. We just have to do the 2nd row. Yeah, of course, the jumbo batteries. Yeah, I'm not really sure if they are worth fixing. Do we have some steel? Just the one. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm having enough batteries here, but for now, I think I'm just gonna have to remove these since it's too hot. Hold the phone. What am I doing? I'm taking apart the wrong stuff here. Of course, I only want to take apart the batteries. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I have to say, I'm pretty happy. Now we're getting oil on the regular. I'm still struggling a little bit with the power here, so I temporarily deactivated the oil wells. So that is something we have to sort out. I'm thinking nuclear reactor, to be honest. That would actually be amazing here on this planetoid. Oh yeah, I also finished the solar panel array in order to gain more power, but I don't think it's gonna be quite enough. I'm also gonna be activating the carbon dioxide geyser here since it's coming out very cold, and this could help us to keep things a little bit cool. I'm also gonna open up the chlorine gas vent. This is also coming out at 60 degrees, which is gonna help us, but I'm not gonna be doing the hydrogen vent. But yeah, I think with that out of the way, we can wrap up today's episode in good conscience. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.